saying easy now.
And he might get it.
Before Brock Lesnar signed the largest development deal in WWE history and became the only man to win an NCAA, WWE, and UFC championship. Before the Beast married Reena Greek, aka Sable. Before Brock Lesnar put the F5 on rivals including John Cena, Randy Orton, The Rock, The Undertaker, and a shark. Before Brock Lesnar got a massive payout to fight in the UFC, then another raise when he returned to the WWE, bringing his net worth to an estimated $16 million.
Brock is tearing up a $55,000 car.
Before he was suspended from fighting in the UFC for failing a drug test, but remained in the WWE for his upcoming bout against returning superstar Goldberg.
Brock Lesnar, you're last!
Too bad it wasn't the return of Goldust. That's a guy most dudes love to hate. Now Brock Lesnar, he grew up on a dairy farm in South Dakota and would make use of his surroundings, treating the barn and farm equipment as his own personal jungle gym. A young boy with endless energy, his parents enrolled him in amateur wrestling as young as 5, and he would continue throughout high school and into university. After brief stints in the National Guard and as a construction worker, he signed on to the WWE as a promising athlete. But a shipment of banned substances threatened to end his career before it even took off. I know. I wouldn't want to be the guy to tell this man what he can or cannot do. What's going on, guys? My name is Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Brock Lesnar prior to fame, here for you on Before They're Famous. In the past, we've done a few wrestlers and fighters, including John Cena and Nate Diaz, but perhaps you guys would like to see more. Let us know in the comment section down below who you want us to document, and whatever request gets the most upvotes, well, we'll get working on it right away.
Let's do this!
The big man, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Edward Lesnar was born on July 12, 1977 in Webster, South Dakota, and is of German descent. His parents, Richard and Stephanie, owned a dairy farm, which is handy to have around for a growing family. Brock grew up with his 2 older brothers, Chad and Troy, and a younger sister, Brandy. By the looks of things, Brock was the kind of kid who would hog all the milk.
Better keep drinking your milk.
There wasn't much going on in his small town with a population of just 2,000 people today. Young Brock, he spent his time outdoors utilizing the rural surroundings as his own jungle gym, and when he got tired, he would sleep in his parents' hayloft. His parents became aware early on of their boy's interest in athletics through his eagerness to help out on the family farm. To encourage their brooding boy, they enrolled him in amateur wrestling when he was only 5 years young. Brock began taking an interest in tough muscle men, including Arnold Schwarzenegger, and aspired to become big and strong. He would do push-ups and pull-ups daily and continued to be a workhorse on the family farm. His mindset was that if he could cut it on the farm, he could cut it anywhere in life. His hard work started to earn for him some gains early on. This is a photo of the guy when he was just 15. His high school nickname, it wasn't Hercules or Meathead. Instead, his friends would call him Broccoli. I don't know why, but I'm assuming it's because back then he would skip leg day. He attended Webster High, weighing 152 pounds in his freshman year, and joined the football team. He also started his amateur wrestling career, taking 3rd place at the state championships in his final year.
Your stuff, Brock.
Good job, Ryan. Good job.
After graduating, he joined the National Guard and wanted to work with explosives. Unfortunately for young Brock, they discovered that he was colorblind and decided he'd be better suited doing something else. So they put him at a desk. He didn't last long in their office and was fired after he bombed a typing test. Well, at least he got to bomb something. He worked for a construction company for a time until he finally enrolled in Bismarck State College. He continued to play football and wrestle. Then in his 2nd year of studies, he took home the National Junior Heavyweight Championships, and by now he had upped his weight to 258 pounds. Afterwards, he was promptly offered a wrestling scholarship at the University of Minnesota. He transferred over and ended up sharing an apartment with future WWE star Shelton Benjamin. The gold standard was a 3-time champion with a school record of 36 wins to 6 losses in matches. He coached Lesnar and and helped him improve his technique. Now standing at 6'3" and 285 pounds, Brock wasn't just insanely strong, he was also surprisingly quick on his feet and could pull off stunts no one would expect from a guy his size. Like he'd do backflips and everything. At the end of his amateur career, he surpassed Benjamin's record, taking home the 2007 NCAA Heavyweight Championship along with 2 other titles, and a college record of 106 wins to 5 losses. Brock began toying with the idea of training for the Olympics, but he had debts from his schooling and saw other athletes driving broken down cars, working 9-to-5 jobs just to support their training. That wasn't for him. He was ready to cash in. It just so happened that he had a few options on the table. Multiple wrestling organizations wanted him to join, the WWE wanted him so bad, also football teams, they wanted him to try out. In the end, the WWE gave him the largest development deal ever offered in the history of the sport. Brock moved to Ohio for training and formed a tag team with former roommate Shelton Benjamin called the Minnesota Stretching Crew.
The Minnesota Stretching Crew.
The two dominated until a small hiccup stood in Brock's way of getting into the big leagues. Lesnar received a package containing what police thought was a controlled substance, and he was arrested in 2001 and charged with trafficking steroids. But when the detectives ran a chemical test, it turned out Lesnar was just ordering some vitamins. Many apologies later, the beast was set free. In the spring of 2002, he had his first official match in the WWE against Jeff Hardy, and the fight was mercifully called to a stop when Lesnar's succession of powerbombs left his opponent unresponsive. Brock was quickly called up to the Raw brand and was titled the next big thing. In just 126 days, he made his way to the SummerSlam finals, and at the age of 25, he defeated The Rock, winning the title of WWE's Undisputed Champion. His sudden success sparked a rivalry with The Undertaker, which Brock put to sleep with this finishing move. As for the rest of the story, well, you know the story because this is before they're famous. Now, this man's career is quite entertaining, quite interesting, and we can continue going into detail in and after they're famous. If you guys want to hear more about him, let us know in the comments down below. My name is Michael McCrudden and we make a lot of bio videos here for you on this channel. We've done like 500 or more. We do rappers, actors, YouTubers, singers, models, porn stars, basically anyone who's famous. So be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, browse around, check out a video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright.